Welcome to the Tim Booker channel, where wisdom deserves to be spread. We wish you a pleasant listening experience. Today, we're going to talk about the book, The Innovator's Method. Have you ever had an entrepreneurial idea? Have you envisioned a new product or service that you thought was cool and no one else had done before? But perhaps this idea seemed too risky, preventing you from taking action. Or maybe you didn't know where to start, and the idea slowly faded away in your mind. Why does this happen? The typical reason is that these ideas come with a lot of uncertainty and risk. People, especially companies, tend to avoid risks. But what if you could eliminate most of the risks associated with your idea? What if you had a process to test and validate whether your idea is effective? Would your idea then become a reality? This book tells us that we can examine great ideas with high uncertainty from a risk control perspective. New tools and viewpoints for validation are emerging. These tools and perspectives help entrepreneurs reduce uncertainty and risk through inexpensive and rapid experiments. This book also provides a new approach to managing innovation. In short, it helps you discover innovation and turn it into a practical process. That's why this book is called The Innovator's Method. The book has two authors, Nathan Furr and Jeff Dyer. Professor Furr holds a PhD from Stanford University and is currently a professor of innovation and entrepreneurship at the University of Utah in the United States. The university's innovation program ranks among the top 5 in the country. He also teaches at Stanford University's English-style International Business School. Professor Furr is a recognized expert in the fields of innovation, entrepreneurship, and managing uncertainty in technological change and innovation, particularly in startups and established companies. The other author, Professor Dyer, holds a PhD from the University of California, Los Angeles, and is currently a professor of strategy at the University of Utah. He also serves as a professor of strategy at the Wharton School of Business. He is the author of the best-selling book, The Innovator's DNA, and is considered one of the most influential management scholars globally. His innovation clients include well-known companies like AT&T, General Electric, HP, Intel, and Sony. Now, let's return to this book. The authors introduce the innovator's method through 6 aspects. 1. Leadership in an uncertain age. 2. Creativity, the art of unexpected discovery. 3. Problems, clarifying the work that needs to be done. 4. Solutions, minimizing the product's time to market. 5. Business models, validating the market entry strategy. 6. Swiftly adjusting direction after discovering issues. Next, let's understand these steps individually. 1. Leadership in an uncertain age. Intuit's founder, Scott Cook, once said that when MBA graduates join our company, we have to retrain them because they haven't learned any skills that contribute to innovation. He had a point. MBA programs are based on traditional management concepts that focus on standardizing work as much as possible and breaking it into separate tasks. Managers are tasked with standardizing workflow and ensuring that each prescribed task is completed as quickly and cost-effectively as possible. This management approach was designed primarily for managing complex tasks in large-scale industrial companies of the 20th century. Many established companies, such as General Electric and Ford, used this approach for their corporate management. However, as we entered the 21st century, this overly traditional concept started to reveal its shortcomings. For innovation, this management approach is counterproductive. It can retain existing customers well but has minimal impact on creating new customers. This is because, with the rise of the information revolution, new technologies and requirements are constantly emerging, and every company faces a high degree of uncertainty. In such circumstances, the traditional, specialists solve specialized problems, approach no longer applies. It's important to note that traditional business school management theories are only effective at addressing low uncertainty issues, whereas innovation school management theories are designed to tackle high uncertainty problems. For example, in a fiercely competitive market, how do you create as many customers as possible? This is a highly uncertain problem because, due to its uncertainty, you cannot know which specialized knowledge might bring the most value. In such a situation, leaders with broad knowledge are needed, individuals who can see problems from different angles, generate ideas, and push new concepts into the market. As an innovator, they must possess 4 leadership capabilities. First, they should be experimenters rather than decision makers. Second, they should encourage their subordinates to accept challenges and pursue opportunities. Third, they must have extensive knowledge, be good at identifying new problems, generating new ideas, and quickly developing initial solutions. Finally, they should be able to navigate and clear obstacles for their teams, keeping them on the right path. 2. Creativity, the art of unexpected discovery. For many large companies, when they reach a certain size and have been steadily growing for a while, their vitality and innovation begin to decline. Although the company still has loyal existing customers, ensuring a certain level of profit, in such intense market competition, without new ideas and innovations, the company can only face a dead end. To save the company, leaders must seek new ideas and continuously create new customers. But how do you generate new ideas? Do people sit in the office from 9 to 5 and brainstorm? Clearly not. Only innovation that solves real problems has value, and this requires 4 key behaviors. First, you need to ask questions. People generate ideas through questioning. You can ask yourself, why can't things be like this, or why does it have to be that way? The purpose of asking questions is to continuously challenge the status quo, disrupt the situation, and envision different possibilities by asking, what if this could work? Asking questions allows us to discover new connections, generate new ideas, open new paths, and increase momentum. Second, you need to observe. Like anthropologists, leaders also need to observe their surroundings to get new ideas. You need to step out of your cubicle and closely observe the world around you. Whether it's your customers, products, services, or processes, this approach can provide inspiration and identify unique forms and methods. Third, you need to network. Through research, we have found that successful innovators are skilled at networking and talking to different people. Broad networking can provide inspiration and create new methods for solving puzzling problems. Be skilled at regularly conversing with people who are different from you in appearance, style, and personality. Remember that interacting with diverse people is not just to expand resources and connections but also to gain inspiration. Fourth, you need to experiment. Wherever they go, true innovators never lose their curiosity. Continuously trying and experiencing new things helps you broaden your thinking, acquire different knowledge, and increase the likelihood of discovering new ideas during experimentation. We have also found that those who are good at experimenting are more likely to have breakthroughs, with new ideas seemingly appearing in their minds as if from nowhere. With these 4 key behaviors, you can let your imagination run wild, and new ideas will abound. At this point, we need to move on to the next step, which is screening problems. 3. Problems, clarifying the work that needs to be done. Creativity comes with uncertainty, and although some ideas may be very interesting, not all ideas are suitable for becoming reality. You need to screen ideas to identify the one that truly matters. Remember not to start building anything before identifying problems worth solving. In a competitive environment, we should allocate our limited energy and resources to the most significant problems. So, what are the most significant problems? They are the ones that need to be solved immediately, otherwise, it could mean life or death. Finding such problems requires an understanding of the essence of the work. Only then can you generate different actions regarding the problem or solution. Theodore Levitt, a renowned marketing professor, once observed that people don't want to buy a 0.25-inch long drill, they want a 0.25-inch hole. We need to see beyond the surface of problems and grasp their essence. For example, customers may buy an iron and an ironing board to flatten wrinkles on their clothes, but what they really want is wrinkle-free clothing. You'll find that instead of thinking about how to improve irons or ironing boards, it's better to try inventing a wrinkle-removing spray. In short, we need a deep understanding of the problems at hand, clarify the work to be done, and keep asking ourselves, what result do customers want? Taking a step back is a useful method as it broadens our perspective, stimulates creativity, and provides a foundation for solving real problems and developing solutions. Once you've identified the most significant problem and chosen it as your research direction, you can move on to the next step, finding solutions and creating a minimally excellent product. Point 4, Solutions, minimizing excellence products. With creativity in hand and the most pressing problems identified, it naturally follows that we begin to seek solutions. In the process of finding solutions, the principle of explore widely and lengthily is fundamental. Exploring widely and lengthily can yield more options and combinations, ultimately leading to novel solutions. For instance, many attribute the development of modern production lines to Henry Ford, believing that he fundamentally changed the automotive industry and the American way of life. In reality, Ford accomplished the assembly line model for cars by extensively seeking and borrowing production methods from other industries. His concept of interchangeable parts came from the production of sewing machines, firearms, and watches. The idea of continuous flow production came from flour milling, food canning, and cigarette manufacturing. Assembly line techniques were inspired by the meatpacking and brewing industries. It was this extensive borrowing that helped Ford's company develop the modern automotive production line. Minimizing excellence products refers to providing customers with irresistible and beloved excellent products in the shortest time and cost possible. The goal is to offer a solution that, in the most critical dimensions, is distinctive enough to evoke positive emotions in customers. As Scott Cook explained, in these crucial dimensions, you don't want your product to be merely feasible, you want your product to maintain precision and excellence from start to finish. In other words, you want to identify the minimal feature set possible and then ensure that the solution excels in these dimensions. So, what is excellence? When a product can evoke positive emotions, create great satisfaction, alleviate anxiety, or boost confidence in customers, they describe it as an excellent product. When striving for excellence products, the desired effect is to make it do something beyond what customers expect, perhaps even something they consider impossible, leaving customers pleasantly surprised, exclaiming, "Wow, this is amazing." Just like when Apple introduced the first iPod, customers marveled, saying, "Wow, I can take my entire music library with me wherever I go, this is incredible." After the creation of excellence products, what's next? Right, it's time to validate the market. 5. Business model, validating market entry strategy. Even after identifying the problem and proposing a solution, the team's work is not yet complete. They need to design a business model that can successfully apply the solution to the market. A business model refers to how a company provides valuable products to customers and gains benefits from customers for the company. Let's illustrate this with an example. Gordon Manufacturing is a company in India that has been selling consumer goods for 115 years, primarily focusing on household appliances. The Indian market has become increasingly competitive, and the company's performance started to decline, prompting the management to actively seek solutions. At this point, they identified a problem worth solving: 80% of Indian households lacked refrigeration equipment. So, Gordon Manufacturing immediately began developing a solution. They designed a revolutionary small refrigerator with a top-opening door, which minimized cooling loss when the door was open. Given the intermittent power supply in India, this refrigerator was also equipped with a set of batteries to ensure cooling during power outages. This was a truly innovative product, but how should they market it? Initially, Gordon Manufacturing thought it would be simple: they could launch the product with their usual grand advertising campaigns. However, when team members engaged with customers, they realized that the primary target audience for this product was rural women. These women had limited incomes and were skeptical of extravagant advertising. Gordon Manufacturing started searching for a new marketing strategy. After extensive research, they discovered that rural post offices could be the optimal sales channel for this small refrigerator. Every region had post offices, and postal workers were crucial in rural areas. Rural residents considered postal workers as trusted friends, often inviting them into their homes for tea. So, Gordon Manufacturing established a new distribution chain by leveraging post offices and involving postal workers as part of the sales channel. This decision proved to be immensely successful, and the small refrigerator quickly became profitable. Gordon Manufacturing not only captured the market but also improved the quality of life for local villagers. This example from Gordon Manufacturing illustrates that a business model is not fixed. Each product should have a corresponding business model to ensure effective market entry. Once in the market, profitability can be achieved. However, for innovators, new products bring opportunities but also a continuous stream of new problems. So, let's move on and discuss the importance of making decisive adjustments after identifying problems. 6. Making decisive adjustments after identifying problems. Innovation comes with significant uncertainty. Faced with uncertainty, no one can predict the future. All ideas are speculative, and the market is the only criterion for verifying whether speculations are correct or not. Unfortunately, most companies and managers are very averse to making mistakes. Leaders often view making mistakes as a sign of inadequacy in innovators. Consequently, innovation is discouraged, or ideas are never explored simply because they sound too crazy. However, recent research suggests that many established companies often miss out on opportunities due to their fear of making mistakes. The fear of making mistakes can lead to delayed innovation and missed opportunities. Our studies on successful innovators reveal that, in the face of uncertainty, you should be prepared to make mistakes. Making mistakes is a fundamental part of successful innovation and is entirely acceptable. The only true failure is not the mistake itself but failing to understand your mistakes in a timely manner. Many successful companies did not initially find their direction. Instead, they discovered the best product through a series of adjustments. Microsoft's original intention was to sell programming compilers, not operating systems. Symantec originally developed artificial intelligence products, not antivirus software. Listerine found success in the mouthwash field but primarily sold hospital disinfectants, floor cleaners, and shampoos before that. And Hasbro was known as a maker of industrial-strength cleaning compounds before becoming a widely recognized toy company. Making mistakes is not to be feared. Instead, you should realize that making adjustments after identifying problems, solutions, and business model factors is part of the exploration and experimentation process. This part may very well be the most valuable part of your company's growth. Alright, that's the content of this book. Let's summarize it once more. In today's uncertain times, leadership and management thinking face unprecedented challenges. Innovation is the key to a company's survival and growth. However, most new business ideas face demand uncertainty and technological uncertainty. Human instinct and business inertia often keep most ideas limited to ideas without practical implementation. In response, the authors of this book have developed a new set of management principles for creatively solving highly uncertain problems, enabling businesses and individuals to turn their ideas into reality. These new management principles are the methods of innovators. The authors elaborate on these management principles through 6 aspects. 1. Leadership in an uncertain age. 2. Generating ideas. 3. Filtering problems. 4. Finding solutions. 5. Testing business models. 6. Making decisive adjustments after identifying problems. Have you ever had concerns like this? I don't know.